Guten Tag. So, die will 1000 Taler haben. Aber ich nicht. Die Alternative lassen wir uns erstmal offen.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up. Glass ear? Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end. Huh. Now that I heard.
Ah ja.
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades. Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight, but I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Vielen Dank für die Sprech. So, hier kann man da lang.
Got one more hour before the dockmaster bills me. How many beers can I down, do you think?
Eine Stunde? Zwei? Eins? Oh, hier würde ich gerne ran. Darf ich? Da regt er sich selber. Was? Was für ein Scheiß, ey. Bananenklaps. Da rein wir wieder. Zu verkaufen habe ich eh nichts mehr, wa? Na doch, Spaten und so.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. Heard of it? My orientation Aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Tja, hilft mir nicht weiter, glaube ich.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a spacious choice, Spirit. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
Sag mal, was soll das heißen? Interessiert mich das nicht, ne?
Have a
Das ist
look.
ja komisch. Warum hier, ne? Aufschlag. Warum? Beste Kunde bin ich. Den wollte ich mal aufheben. Okay. Jetzt haben wir 1000. Oder wollt ihr 10.000 haben? Mal Zwillinge. Das sind doch Klone. Sind wir mal schnell.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
10.000, Alter.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Da muss ich noch ein halbes Jahr zocken, ey. Oder etwas wirklich glauben. Sich an die... Nein.
We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't afford a bed.
Kannst du mein Bett mitgucken? Hast du das gehört? Nein.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
Kaufen will ich nicht.
Only the usual.
Bisschen tragisch.
Marauders all over space. You ever wonder how folk who can't figure the bleeding edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships into space? The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it. Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse. Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up. That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering.
Kleiner Wuschelkopf hier.
There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that.
Aber schon krass, wie man die Struktur hier sieht, ja, von der Kleidung. Nö. Nur sparen. 10.000, ne?
You're spending large tonight.
Ach, hier bin ich zu Hause, in der Küche.
Colonials are always itching for a fight. Need directions? Try an engineer. Groundbreaker is a bit of a maze.
durchknacken.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular
Adleraugenstimme. Ja, hallo. Oh Mann, er bück dich. Close den weg, ey.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
Oh, ich will jetzt shoppen, ey. Ach, guck mal, 7000, ey. Habe ich irgendwie zu viel Geld ausgegeben? Ja.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go?
Na, du kleiner Pupser. Ah, ich dachte schon schießen.
How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch. Okay?
Ja, ja, bleib oben. Was? Also einen alten Hangar. Wo ist ein Panel? Kletter auf die Betten hoch. Ich glaube, das war total sinnlos gerade. Ah, krieg ich wieder. Wenn ich jetzt die ganze Station auslösche. Das ist eine fette Truhe, ey. So, schnell mal absichern, bevor ich hier runterfalle und weine. Oh, ich dachte gerade. Ich fall nicht auf. Oh, ich dachte schon.
Hello? Is someone there? Help! I'm locked in here. Can you get me out?
Thank
you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief?
You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend.
Pass auf, Freundchen. Bin ich deine Liebe? Interessiert mich das? Was passiert ist?
What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually, two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me. Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
Will ich jetzt was verlangen, fordern? Nee, ne? Eigentlich.
You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
Ich wusste das.
That all? Of course. Everyone on the ship's gonna hear about this. Hell,
Guter
only chance I've
Kompromiss,
got
ne?
to keep my job.
Jetzt raus, du stinkst. Los. Was hat der hier gemacht? Na toll. Was ist denn hier los? Oi, 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 oi.
Don't mess with us.
Ja bitte. Die dreht da richtig durch, ey. Wenn ich jetzt mein Ruf verbessert habe, dann kriege ich doch bestimmt auch ein bisschen Preise. Das war der von eben war. So eine Frechheit. Das war dann schon. Kann man schneller runter. Ah. Dieser Clown. Solange keiner hier ist. Guck nicht so. Das ist doch. Braucht doch keiner. Die ganze Cola und den ganzen Mist muss ich immer verkaufen. Ach, das ist die Tür. Okay. Siehst du. Da kam man wohl doch rein. Oh, nee. Ach so. Sehr gut. Welche sind so dick?
We're
Aber
pretty good
große Augen. Was? Ja, mich so an Gremlins. Oh, ey. So dunkel. Habe ich hier keine Lampe? Oh Gott, das ist ein Waffenlager, Munitionslager. Das kommt bestimmt ein rein. Eure Verwandten sind aber nicht nett. Ja, schimpf, schimpf.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Nein.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Ja, widerspricht sich, ne?
You say that like it's weird.
Doch ein bisschen Schleim, komm.
It is most certainly not. And watch where you go saying that, okay? You're gonna give people the wrong idea. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Warum soll ich da vorbeischauen? Und warum dürfte ich schreien, wenn sie nicht schreien darf? Ach komm.
Yeah, if she's in the morgue. Come on, we're on a space station. No one gets that kind of luxury. Besides, who wouldn't want to see me? I'm a delight. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Something I can help you with? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. Requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Take care.
komme ich ja eh nicht vorbei. Darf ich hier hinter? Aber wenn ihre Entscheidung wartet der mich jetzt? Wenn ich einfach reingehe, dann kommt hier bestimmt Chuck Norris an, ey. Speichern. Quarantäne. Da ist sie bestimmt drin. Tja. Soll ich das Tarnschild mal nehmen? Ja, bitte. Tja, ein Feind. Aber dann heißt bestimmt. Station. Schnell mal gucken. Muss nicht
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial, participation medal, training, or weapon. This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he.
Yeah.
Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Du dreckige Pissnelke. Oh Gott, wer war das denn jetzt so?
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Stimmt, da waren irgendwie Fotos auf dem Schiff, aber ich kann mich gar nicht dran erinnern, was da drauf war. Oh, komm.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
Oh je.
Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
denke, ich sage jetzt mein Schiff, dann sagt er, ist nicht deins, bla bla bla.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Tja. Wenn ich wüsste, wer das ist.
What? Amazing! I didn't think those things worked. Mostly people draw funny faces on them. An apprehension of this caliber will be tremendous for my career. I'll send you straight away to my superiors in Byzantium, only... Oh, law. Oh, no. Just a teensy one. The teensiest. Nothing to, lie awake worrying about for nights on end or anything. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money. Quickly, for reasons. I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it.
To give away something so important to you, there must have been some curious reasons.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young miss. It was a mistake, and I'd like to put it behind me. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such a dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back once I raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board. That's the long and short of it, yes.
PM.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm certain Gladys can be made, well, can probably be made to see reason. I'll be waiting eagerly for your return. Now, is there any way in which I might assist you? Be my guest. Oh, good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
Oh, du Arschloch.
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
Ich werde gleich mal zu der...
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Der ganz wichtiger.
Good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use. Ask away.
Sind die schwer? Oh Gott, oh Gott. Entschuldigung.
Is it Mr. Wells, the fellow who woke you?
So, wir gehen
How bad
jetzt
could it
mal...
be?
Was?
Yeah, huh?
Oh, ich war gerade auf der Krankenstation. Zehntausend, ey. Oh, ich komme hier nie wieder weg. Oder brauchen wir die überhaupt? Das ist aber jetzt nicht das Orbitallabor hier, ne? Nee. Da ist das Labor auf der Station. Naja, da müssen wir, glaube ich, nochmal hin, wa? Finde 3 Wände. Können wir nicht. Toter Dorset. Ach, hätte ich mal markieren müssen, ne?
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Was schöner.
Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Ich hab da einen Roboter im Raumschiff.
Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Ich glaube, mit den 10.000 kommt denen. Da müssen wir noch viel machen. Mehr reisen. Wir können jetzt eigentlich wieder verschwinden hier.
Didn't the board rep's office used to be in the docking bays?
Yeah, about 10 years back.
Begleiterauftrag. Sag bloß, die hier, die kommt dann mit, oder was? Ah, die ist zu teuer. Na gut, machen wir erstmal hier Mission.
Must be good at his job.
Genau.
Better than the last. Between you and me.
Das Schiff war hier, ne?
though. He works twice as hard for himself as he does for the board.
Also wartet schon die ganze Station hier drin.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
So far as you know, I'm not drinking on duty.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 3...
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable, I can hardly even concentrate.
We all want new neighbors
June
from
lay
time
better.
to time. Our studies have shown that it can...
Ah, hier ist sie.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Wollen wir so ein bisschen rollen?
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Richtig.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Also keine Ersatzteile hat. Mensch.
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
Kann ja auch fehlschlagen, ne? Ich brauche Geld. Eigentlich müsste ich hier so ein bisschen...
We'd be grateful for your assistance. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Oh, Ballerei. Schön.
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
What? Das habe ich nicht gehört.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding. You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy. Damn right. And while I'm captain of the Groundbreaker, it falls to me to preserve this ship's independence.
Na, dir helfe ich.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Mhm. Ja, wie komme ich da hin?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Frisurmäßig?
Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal.
Was ist das hier? Ach so. Mhm.
Has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question.
Ach so, warte mal. Haben wir überhaupt genug Money? Das wird nicht reichen. Das können wir was verkaufen noch? So, was hat die 14 Schaden und 12? Och. Wegschleudern. Oh, hier habe ich eine gute Knarre für die Begleiterin. Na, endlich. Also die wird nicht verkauft. Der Hammer, nee, braucht sie nicht. Die drei nicht verkaufen. Also nur das Spartendings, okay. Ja, guck doch mal, was ich hier habe. Zack. Vierer. Nee, das lassen wir mal einen Nahkampf. Wann hier die Tussi?
Ooh, someone has got to talk with Chief Tennyson about the thermostat around here. Whew, ain't gonna be me. So, you buying?
Warum schimpft die denn? Die ist ganz nett. Plasmamoli habe ich ganz schön viel, ne? Oh. Oh, der Schaden ist aber auch schön. Kaufen. Da wird ich aber gleich wieder arm. Ach, schwierig.
Have you seen this man? Reward
Schön ist,
offered for
dass die
information
Begleiterin
leading to the
keine
capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local ward embassy.
Gut, bis gleich.